laughing your ass off at my team.
There's also...
Shut up. He's a lock. He's in your team, he's a lock.
Yeah.
He's a lock. What?
You don't even have the box. Did you not learn your lesson last year? You also got Fife saying that he's going to become a full-time midfielder. Nice hair, by the way. And
I think it's fair.
played 3 games. Now, we said that last year. You know why? He's a year younger. He's a year older. He broke down last year. After how many games?
This year?
They're always huge.
They're always huge. Have you seen him though?
Say it like that. You got Reed at F2. My Reed is at F5. There's a stark difference in our forward line. A huge difference in our forward line. My forward line will smash your forward line spacing. So you're... Welcome back to SuperCoach. Martin, thanks for joining me and the Stinky Zeebs on what is our
127th episode. SuperCoach.
Special.
Mattys Trade Ins, long hairs, Champ's pretty hot in here, Champ. You want to get rid of beanie or you hot in it? Because I'm just letting my hair run wild and free, Champ. You know why? Because the old saying goes,
let your hair wild, run and free. I know the old saying, man. Everyone does. SuperCoach.
Champ, welcome. I haven't seen you for a long time. How you been?
I saw you last week.
Yeah, last week's been, it feels like forever. Yeah, you good? You doing well? You doing good?
Champ, I had a bit of a bad sleep, so I'm going to let you do most of the talking.
All right, Champ, where to find us is down here, Jaws. I don't know where to find us. Where do you do your find, Champ? Go.
You find us on all the stuff. Now, actually, we had an episode 2 weeks ago where we actually said, can everyone please jump on Spotify and just follow us there and give us 5 stars? Didn't think anyone would do it, but some of you did, and, you know, thank you.
Thumbs up.
Just
well
fucking
done.
Thank you. And, if you haven't done it yet, you know what, like...
Give us a 5-star, Champ.
5 stars, follow. 5-star, follow.
Jordys having his...
Blue tea.
Blue tea again. Champy, you described it as some blue flowers is what goes into that tea.
Well, I know you're a bit...
Champ, it's not an opportunity for you to talk about your stupid blue tea,
you fucking brought it up.
All right, but I don't want an explanation. Just... Anyway.
Right, okay, yeah, all right, let's take it.
Just take it. Champ, just... Good, my strong shoulders, Champ.
Why do you do that?
Sorry, Champ. Just to wake you up, because I know you're a bit tired, you know?
It makes me tired.
It just makes me tired more. What are we doing?
Let's talk about some Kick Sunts.
Hall of Fame. I said the Kick Sunt
Hall of Fame.
Say what?
Kick
Right.
Hall of
Who's
Fame.
the coffee? Well, look at that.
All right, let's get it up. Now, let's get up the... Let's look. Now, the green arrows is who has donated this weekend. Let's get up the first shout of the week, which was Dave. Turn it up, champ. Dave, turn it up.
Where's he been? Turn it up.
Turn it up, Dave. I know where he's been. He's been doing things. He's been busy.
Hopefully he's all good.
Turn it up, Dave. SMC. He's bought 10 coffees. What a man. What a man.
That's him turning it up right there.
Apologies for my absence, helping you both, plus Jamie, pronunciate the names of players. I've had a bit on, as Jordy knows, but I still love you all. I'm happy that I got Daily Bale on the Bailey Dale train. He's going to make me slip up. And spewing that Jarsey Dones got me, but I will survive. I'm confident that I will turn it up and will finish not worse than 99,000th this year. That's good. Keep punching out the great content legends.
Thanks,
Dave.
Dave-o. Good on you. Turn it up, champ. Who's next?
Good to see Dave turn it up, and all the best to you, Big Dave-o. And next we have another 10 smackers from the King Wahab, who's made his way to the top of the
3 votes.
Looking for one of these. Look at them. Champ, I know you wanted to be touched out for a while.
I have to touch it out. But it's there, champ. It's up for, it looks like it's literally CJ and Wahab and there's daylight, champ. It's like...
Speaking of daylight, like Dave Turn It Up just came in for 3rd place. Now, if you don't know, we're going to be doing a bit of a giveaway for the top 4. So make sure you get your coffee shouts in.
So who's on there? There's Ray Doblin, Turn It Up, and not too far is good old Luke Doblin.
I don't think...
Ray D, sorry.
Ray D. His last name's not Doblin.
Oh, I just saw
Or
Doblin.
is it?
Or
it's
is
not.
it? Who knows?
And now Wahabi says, what do we think of Will Day? Matt's Deep started slow, but now he's coming back. Looks electrifying. That's what he says. With Hawks competing every game could be an option. Your thoughts?
If he was a DPP, then yes, but no, he's not.
He's only mid. He's only had 2 games over 100.
And that hurts.
And he plays for the Cucky Hawks. I know they've been playing a bit better.
500 and what thousand?
Yeah, he's a bit much. A bit much, King Wahab. I mean, if you wait this week, you got Gould for 5-3 coming up 130.
For all those coffees you shout at Wahab, just don't do it. That's... Champ, just don't do it.
Don't do it. And Matty, speaking of just telling people just not to do it, we had an angry, I guess a more combative person. We're not going to name them, but if you go back in the old video and look at the comments, someone said, unless they delete it now, they said,
really?
Oh guys, you're making a bit of a mistake on Hardwick, you'll stop being so hard. Or some of the lines of our advice on Hardwick is not as cut as dry as what he thought. And
Champ, if you guys are watching our shows and you're talking about Hardwick, are you even listening to us?
Are you even listening?
Are you even listening? What did he get, George? Oh, he got 180 easy an option. That was one of the dumb questions. What did he get this week? I hope that guy did bring him in.
33.
33, wow.
He only made 20.
Yeah, we were a bit hard on him, bit hard. Well, champ, 33. You know who did better than that? Draper.
Did he?
Draper got a 40.
Wow, he got subbed off.
Yeah, and you're going to bring $400,000 in.
That's why we said with Hardwick, sometimes some shit plays that score well is because of role changes. Sometimes they just get lucky.
So let me get this straight. So not only we have to read out the fucking stupid shit questions, dumb questions, we're going to have to now explain to ourselves, to the stupid dumb people that ask the stupid dumb questions, what we just explained.
I just do that for fun. But you know what? A lot of people...
So you're like one of those I told you so type. Well, so am I. I'm very shallow.
Yeah, so, I told you so.
And what happened to Ethan
Fuck
Phillips?
six.
Yeah, the option between Ethan Phillips and Joe Richards. What did Ethan Phillips
Matty,
get?
we're not going to go through everyone.
No, we are. Joe Richards got 100. Anyway.
Now, wow.
I'm looking forward. I saw some of the
actually, a lot of people, you know what? Let's get the Kick Sun Hall of Fame down for 1 second. Now, Matty, a lot of people came up to me, messaged me saying, Matty was very angry last week, and I can see your glasses already fogging up a bit. Why were you so angry last week? People was like, wow, Matty needs to...
Okay, guys, I told you why. I told you in the podcast.
But why are you so angry?
Why am I so angry
It's because you're scoring shit.
No, it's not. We'll
get into that.
We'll get into that and your shit team too, because there's going to be some laughs. Well, look, I don't care. You beat me, Jordy. You did beat me this week by a few points.
About
90,
95 points.
Yeah, something like that. What did you score?
2,
Yeah.
3, 9, 5.
Jordy. I scored a clean 2-3. But champ, the funny thing is about your team is Jordy did bring in someone really special, and I can't wait to talk about it.
David Swallow.
I think, champ, why'd you wreck my thing?
No, we'll get into all that stuff. All right.
I can't believe you wrecked it. But anyway,
you're angry. Let's get back to the Hall of Fame because Docky Boy's got something to say.
So that's my question. The reason why I'm angry, champ, is you're lazy. You are a piece of shit.
I'm lazy.
You are lazy with the content.
You
are like our content last week was people
we are
asking.
catering to our audience.
That's what the YouTube comments is for. They ask you get those comments in our YouTube comments. Answer it there. You're all over it.
Champ, people don't come to watch the video to read the comments.
They come for our content. For our content. And you've diluted our content.
But now I'm going to get more messages why Matty's so angry again.
Jordy, you have diluted our content.
I don't know, guys.
You've diluted our content for people to ask us about Blake Hardwicks.
How's things at home with the kids?
Okay, I had to take out my nose ring, guys. You haven't noticed. They're grabbing things really hard lately, and it's a matter of time before they ripped it out, so I had to get rid of them.
You can keep on going on around if you want. I'm going to just start drinking this tea.
Yeah, okay, go drink that tea. But anyway, don't you have to read another coffee shout?
Blue tea. Yes, I do. It's Docky Boy. I want to talk about Docky. Let me talk about Docky Boy.
Docky Boy, he's playing really well.
You love the Facebook question spray from Matty last episode. Fagan should have learned from that and sprayed Zorko for that shit show performance yesterday. And Geordie Blue Tea. I'm reading about
As you were sipping it.
I'm reading about the old no trades in the first round buy strategy, Matty, in which the cash flows continue to fatten up in round 12 and then trade aggressively for rounds 14 and 15. However, there's a risk of giving away what is essentially a free boost if you have none left. Would that be a viable strategy to approach this week, Matty? Love the show as always. Love you, Docky Boy. Now, Docky Boy's having a really, as you can see, his icon is Blue Moon because he's having a Blue Moon of the season in the Cash League and he's having a Blue Moon in the Kick Sun Hall of Fame and he's approaching the top 4. Real hot, Matt's even answer his question.
Well, apparently he's got a secret manager this whole time and it's been Jamie, our boy.
Well, it can't be because you can't have a manager that's shitter than you and I'm pretty sure that Jamie's doing a lot shitter than Docky.
Yes, but he's been managing Docky's team as far as shitter trade.
Sure. Well, at the end of the day, I see a team with Doc's name on it and it's doing better. So it's Docky gets the credit for me.
Way better. Good on you, Docky.
Good on you, and only Docky.
Only Docky, not Jamie.
Answer his question.
Sorry? Answer my question. Jay, I think you've got to have a look to see at your buys because I think you need to bring in more Port Adelaide and more Fremantle players this week. That's what I think for you, Docky, personally.
Well, are you playing him next week?
No, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. I think I do.
Now, Docky Boy, no trading this week it could be a very good strategy. If you already have a good solid 18, 19 players, not including Drapers and Gussies and all those, was that other dickhead, Rogers. If you've got a really strong 18, 19, you don't need to trade. You don't have to, because you're going to have 3 boosters the next 3 weeks anyway, even with the Fremantle and Port Adelaide one. So you don't have to. You can let them fathom up. It's all really team dependent.
Like I wouldn't think about bringing premiums in, but sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. I think Flanders heard a lot of us last week.
Fuck off.
He sure did. But, but all the rookies that you'll downgrade to was probably this is the best round to get all those great rookies. So you've got that money to spend on next week on all the.
There's fucking no rookies, Matty. There's none.
I know, that's what I'm saying, but there's none.
There is none.
There is none. But anyway.
Let me talk about CJ now because he's given us 5 coffees and he doesn't have a lot to say. He just says, legends, coffee, and a chow. Now that is CJ. Just wanted to support the podcast, guys. You could all learn a lot from him. Now, Matt Deeps. Now that the coffee shouts are done, CJ's made his way out second, Wahab's first, and Dave turned it up third. Let's get into what I would
Speaking
like
of
to
CJ,
do.
sorry, he just messaged me now saying we're only 10 points apart from each other. So that's why you always ask, how'd you go this week? How'd you go this week? How'd you go this week? It's like he's battling me secretly, aren't you? But anyway, George, back to you.
Now, CJ, if you really want to get the upper hand on Matty, it's to get those Dawsons and not the lead, like I told him.
So silly. But anyway.
Tell him sorry again.
I know, sorry, man. I'm trading out
now,
this week.
I asked the people on Facebook for shit questions, and I actually got good questions.
I know, I actually...
And I'm like, what? I said, I want your shit questions, and you gave me good questions. So I'm going to read out the good questions, and then I'm going to pick up a couple of shitty ones to really piss Matty off. Now, this is a good one.
Why do I come here? Yeah, go on.
All right. Is this the first... We were touching on it a bit in the coffee shops, but some people skip it. The jealous of this mad dogs. Now, is this the first week of the year to not trade?
Well, but based on, Docky's answer, yes or no? Like, obviously, if you got the solid A, you answered the question literally in Docky's question.
Anyone you're trading in this week is going to be missing a week. Would it be better just to miss this week and start trading in place from...
Depends where you're at with the league. It depends where you're at against your cash leagues. Depends where you're at, where you want to be at the end of the bye weeks. A lot of people... There's a lot of strategies to go by. Don't trade and cash up on rookies, but obviously we can't because there's no good rookies out there, and load up next week. But then... I feel like you still need to keep upgrading and still need to bring in someone week and every week to fill out your team. It's hard to do that if you've, if you only got 4 premiums missing, you could probably get another one missing. But I feel that you should, if you are trading, you should always build up your team except for the buy rounds where you can side, but because we've got boosts.
But there'll be no sidewaysing this week.
I don't think so.
You shouldn't be sideways in this week.
No.
So I hope that answers your question, Derek Zuzander Sutherland. Now, Jack Meoff Evans said, is this the first... No, I already... fucked it up. My bad. Who is the best player on this week that has... Is it on the bubble? Who's the best bubble boy this week?
You know who? That St Kilda player that's got 6, 9 and 2 and
Collard?
Lance Collard.
No, he's not the best. It's Dawson. Will Dawson from Kangas. He's not playing this week, but he is on the bubble.
Yeah, so
and I would not be trading him in.
No.
So what I would think is Richards or Freesia, if you'd missed one, just pay 1.7 for Freesia because he's probably the best rookie. Just pretend he's a 1.7 rookie who's on the bubble. They're the only two. You can only get Richards or Freesia. If you have to pay more, bad fucking luck. Mm-hmm. They're the best ones on the bubble.
There is another one that's not going to, again, that GWS boy. I'm pretty impressed with him.
Lee Kalia?
No. There's another one that he got subbed off when he came on. He got 11 touches, but only 30 in his first game. He got a 60. Something like that. He's not bad.
No.
I like him for next week. I don't think
He was a sub. No, stupid.
But anyway.
If this was in the questions, I'd say you're stupid. All right. Matty. Mm-hmm. When are Free going to play some attacking footy and not kick it back to Luke Ryan at every chance they get?
That's a stupid question. You know why? Because we want people that have Luke Ryan.
Matty just traded in Luke Ryan. Can we talk about our trades right now?
Yeah, champ.
You brought in Luke Ryan, so it's a good segue for this.
I got Luke Ryan and Joe Richards last week.
Great trades. You traded out Laird.
I had to.
He's a primo.
He's not getting enough.
He's a primo and he's playing West Coast.
Yeah.
You got 117. Mm-hmm. Luke Ryan has scored by 15 points.
Yeah, but I actually got an 88 from Sullivan that was on the bench when I would have got a 0.
Because the Flanders was there.
Yeah. So, look, I had Laird, Crouch, Steele, and someone else in the midfield.
Someone else?
Someone in the last buy, probably maybe not, but like in the last buy, and all the Collingwood.
You're just dumping your primos. Your pieces of shit.
Laird is a piece of shit. Like 60. I'm sorry, CJ, for acknowledging, but I didn't know he was only going to get 60 to 65% game every day. He got 60 last week, and his break was 140. He's still got that 60 in. He's going to lose more money, and by the time I want him out, he would be as cheap as Tom Green, and that's not going to help me get butters that I want to bring in for him. So I had to do it. I didn't want to get.
We'll get up our teams. We'll bag our teams. But I'm just letting you know, these guys know I got Davis Swallowing. And I'll try to explain myself. But it's a lot harder. All right, anyway.
Listen to me when I tell what he's got in, because that's going to be superb.
Okay. Now, CJ's like, who are the best downgrade players to bring in this week? Also, who should I prioritise out of trading this week out of T. Brown, S. Darcy, and Cloesi. I think we already covered the best rookies. I think it's going to be Richards or Freacher. I want to go early on Dawson at all. So Tyler Brown, Sam Darcy or Cloesi, Matty? Who's
I'll probably
who's on the block?
will keep Khaleesi first. Because I think Darcy's break even was like 90 something. And I
like
believe
Darcy,
I believe Tom Brown, I'm trading him out. His break even was 78 or 79 or
No
something.
spoilers in your team. Damn it.
But they already know that I've got him. So those are the guys that I want to. So I'll probably hold Khaleesi until, because his break even's not too high and he can get them. Jules, what do you think?
Look, I think I'm spot on. I don't like Brown. I think Brown has to go first.
Yeah, he's the shittest out of all of them.
His job security is tight enough. Richmond have got a lot of injuries though. But you know what? I personally think that you can keep probably Cloesi maybe one more week. His break even is 77.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't mind trading out any of them. If you can loop Darcy on your Friday, you can pretty much loop anyone. Depends how many players you got, because Darcy's either going to get you a solid 80-ish number, or is he going to get you real shit 30, being a key forward. So that's what you got to kind of look at.
You
that.
can keep him till it's just now you got it. It's just more of the question of, do you need warm bodies on the field to see if you can get a better score? But like Richmond and Western Bulldogs are their last buy. Khaleesi's in a couple of weeks. Like, you don't really have to do anything, because there's no downgrade option unless you got money in the bank to upgrade one of them to someone that's going to be a keeper. I wouldn't say primo, because it's very hard primos in the midfield, but keepers, then make the trade. But I thought about it, but I'm keeping Khaleesi. I'm keeping someone else that needs to probably go, just because you need the warm bodies.
I think you can see with the buys, because there's so few players playing, you can't really loophole players because you need everyone on the field. So Darcy's going to expose you more if you get 730s. Like, when you got a full team, you can kind of loop that and you go, yes, sweet, I can get that 80, I can get that 90. But if you get a 30 on a best 18 week, it's kind of down to 17 players.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a risk playing the pies as well, Darcy. So
I think he'll do well against us.
Maybe. I think Norton's injured, so maybe does Darcy more go to Lob, or the game might even go to Darcy? So.
Well, Lob's looking for another trade out already, so I don't think we're going to try to give. They're going to try
perhaps
to give him
Matt Seeves, perhaps.
See what happens.
Now this is a silly one, Marky boy. This is a silly one for you, champ. My question: why did everyone get sucked into Houston when he's never played a good game against the Roos?
Making me answer that. I'm not answering it.
I'll answer it. It's because he's a premium defender. He's a top 6. You know, Roos is an easy draw normally. 77 is not what you want, but it is his lowest score of the year. Like, he hasn't scored lower than 70. He's a premium. People are trading in Houston because he's a premium on a good buy. So that's why people are getting him. Now, Matty doesn't want to answer the shit questions. Now, Will Dawson average more than Rao? Not Will Dawson. It's Jordan Dawson.
I think so.
Average more than Rao from here on in.
I believe so, man. I didn't really trust.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, dude. Like, even when Dawson was averaging shit at the start of the year, he was still getting his 25, plus touches.
He was.
He just wasn't hitting targets. But Rao, because we've noticed him ever since he started playing, he's not a high position player.
I think Rao.
He's an in and under. You think Rao? I think Dawson.
I mean,
from here on in,
I've seen his heat map against West Coast. It's all on the wing.
Who's that?
Dawson. It's all on the wing.
They go to him. He's the captain.
He can go to him.
He's a target man.
But I
he
still
stands
rather
out like dog's balls. He demands the football. He wants it. He's like a Dacos on the wing. I always want it.
But Dacos goes more places than just the wing. His heat map is pretty much solely just on that left wing.
I still think Dawson is more of he's going to average more from.
He could be, and I hope you're right because I have him. So I hope that helped, Chris. If you're thinking about one of them, Rao is 80k.
But he is cheaper. Yeah, that is also true.
And consider your buy structure now.
Not by much. Like, how much do you think that Rao is going to average more than Dawson?
5, 10. Okay. No, not even enough to make 5.
For the next 14 games, so he's going to score another
Well,
200 points.
The thing with Dawson is, I think that wing role, it can get you some low scores. It can get you if you don't touch the footy. So 21 touches from a Dawson is way worse than 21 touches from Rao. Because Rao's 21 touches gets him 130.
Oh, yeah, they do. He got 15 touches on the weekend and he got a 96 or whatever it was.
That's what Rowley does. And he doesn't get 15 touches much in the midfield as a full-time midfielder. No. So it's, I'll be back and round. Now this is Kennedy. Kennedy says out of Green. Yes. Go to Green.
My boy.
Oliver and Steele and Walsh.
I saw that question. That was a good one.
Who would you trade up to Sarong after his buy?
Say it again, slowly. Probably Oliver.
Tom Green,
He's too cheap. So probably
Clayton Oliver, Jack Steele, and Walsh. Here's my
and
order.
he wants to get Sarong. Probably because you got Oliver and Walsh on that buy round in the midfield, because you've got Tom Green who's having it now. All the rest of the boys are playing, but Oliver and Walsh are both going to be playing in that buy round.
I wouldn't be trading Walsh at all.
I'm not saying Walsh.
I know, I'm not...
I'm saying he's got two of them in that selection, and the last one's Steele. Steele will take you all the way through. So out of Walsh and Oliver, you would probably keep Walsh, trade out Oliver after Sarong's had his bye, is probably the way to go. So at least you've got an even balance in that midfield.
Yeah, Kennedy, I wouldn't be trading out Steele. He has 30 plus touches and a goal. Didn't score as good. Walsh is he's doing really well, and Clary's the only one you can be like, yeah, he's pretty shit, because Tom Green has his bye this week, so trading him out is essentially just sideways. And if he starts firing up again, you might need to grab him back in. So I wouldn't.
Yeah,
with me, it'd be Oliver, but
me.
I wouldn't be trading any personally. But if I would, it'd be Clary.
In that trade in Reece, if you can get, it's only going to be an upgrade, isn't it? It's kind of going to be, it's not even a sideways, man, because Oliver's averaging, not even 90, where Sarongi's like the top average player. So, yeah, literally averaging 40 more points by bringing him in for the rest of the year. So, I wouldn't call that a sideways. That's a big,
Jordan Ridley's the top averaging player, Matty. Now, do we count Tom Green as a primo still with these shitty scores? Wonders Joshua Freck.
You're going to have to. It's Tom Green. It's not even about the scores. It's just about the player. You know, actually, I will lie. It is about the scores, because I would not call McRae or Tom Powell.
McRae was never a premium, and would get more into shit.
He was the second most expensive player at the start of the year, wasn't he?
Yeah, but now he's like
first or
the second most oldest player in the forward line.
That's also true.
Now, Akin Hassan wants to know, Tom Green and Clayton Oliver, keep or trade? If you have them both, you're keeping them or trading them? You can keep Clary up until he's buying.
I've got them both. I'm keeping Green, and I'll probably trade out. You got them both too, George. You going to keep them both?
I am.
I'll probably, out of all of them.
Because I really want a superstar started lineup, and if Clary's my last midfielder, maybe I could upgrade him to someone.
Especially on the buy.
But I think he can still come good. I mean, St Kilda's a really hard matchup in the midfield.
Tom Green, like Jordy said, Tom Green, if you trade him out now, you're going to trade in someone that's already had the buy. With Oliver, at least you've got some range to get in the Butters, the Fremantle players.
Look at his range. And now, guys, if you're still watching, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. It really helps the video. Thanks.
Guys.
Now, Colby Cheese wants to know, is Jordan really a top 6 defender? Hard to tell from one game. Matt says, what did you make of Ridley's big fucking dominating wall against Richmond's pathetic forward line?
It's a great team. It's a great team to get smashed, and get a good score against, which is Richmond.
Absolutely.
What does Ridley do, champ? What is he known to do?
He does some diddly diddlies. He takes some intercept muckly diddlies, and he does some kick out diddlies, and then that's it.
Then he gets injured.
So you don't like Ridley? 162 sexiest points you'll ever see in your damn life.
Define the top, you've got 150. He's missed half the season already, so his average is going to look very good after he's got a 150 score.
162.
So even if he gets a 90, his average is still going to be.
But if he gets a 90, so this is what I think with the diddler. With the diddler, I would wait a week, because if he scores a 70 by some chance, or an 80, or even a 90, you're going to question it a bit. And I think another week of data is pretty important at this point. He's not going to go up in price. And if he gets another 130, well, you're starting to get to, I'm going to
say no, he's not going to be a top 6 midfielder, because
defender.
Not once. Sorry,
it's definitely not going to be a top 6 midfielder.
Top 6 defender, because not once in his life he's ever achieved that on a full season.
Oh, I don't know about that, champ. He was over 600,000 one year.
No, he got up there, then he dropped because he got injured.
He was injured, but the diddler.
Champ, the diddler's never been a top 6 defender. All right, so probably no. The answer's no.
We'll revisit this, like the Lloyd Meek thing.
But that's what I mean. He's already missed half the season. You can play 22 games and average 120 and be the best, arguably the best player in the comp. But then if you get someone like Walsh who came in late, and he was like the top most average midfielder for like 4 weeks because he got a couple of 150s, but he's dropped off a lot. So it's not even a real. What do you define top 6? It's not. Is it total points?
Average.
Okay.
Because obviously you don't need.
How many games do you need to play in the season? Because
as soon as you bring him in, when you bring him in.
What if he gets injured and never comes back again? He's done. He's done for the year. Is he top 6 years, isn't he? He's a top 6 average.
It's like top 6 average is what they're going to average in your team for the rest of the year. Okay? So whatever you think they're going to average in your team.
That's your definition.
Well, who's going to pick up someone who's going to...
So if you pick up Ridley now, because you haven't picked him up yet, and no, I don't think anyone would have had him in.
No, one person traded him out this week.
Okay, well, so from now on in, you're going based on what? The 160 that he had?
No, from now on in.
So
when you trade him in, it's be like, how much points is really going to score? So when I traded in Dawson, he's averaging 130 points for me. That's a top, 8 midfielder for me because he's averaging 130 points for me. Right now in the season, he's only averaging 109. But for me, he's averaging 130. Ridley, if I brought him in this week, his average starts now.
All right, so if you interpreted that question as he's going to be a top 6 defender for the rest of the year for him, what's your answer?
It's a tough one. I need another week of data because you can't just look at a player in one game against the bottom, one of the bottom sides.
But that one game doesn't count for anything.
I know, but it's not about the score he scored. It's about the role he had.
If he scored a 90, no one's going to ask the same question.
Okay, until you see his next game, and if he has a similar role and he gets 140, then people might be doing it. If he gets 140, you'll probably consider him next week.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. So we got to just...
Oh, I'm not agreeing with you. I'm just saying.
But you will consider him next week.
No, I don't. I wouldn't.
If he gets another 140, you won't consider him. No. Gets a kick out, doing the loose man in defence.
You're getting someone's going to have the buy-in champ, no. Would you consider him? Would you get him in?
Fuck oath I would.
Would you get him in?
Why not?
Okay.
You wouldn't get him. He's get 162.
No, I probably would. But anyway,
what the fuck are you doing?
I just find it when new players come in at half the season or throughout the season, they get one big massive score.
Well, Walsh came in a bit late, and everyone jumped on him, and he's now one of the most owned premiums in the midfield that I don't have. But he's averaging well.
He's got a few 90s.
So everyone bought him in Walsh because he got 160, then he got 130, then everyone bought him in. Now he's averaging close to 110 to 120, which is fine.
Not even.
Which is fine for a midfield pick that was 5'7", and he's going to be your M7, M8. Or even M6. Like, they're not bad numbers.
I guess not, champ. I guess not.
You're looking at Walsh's numbers now?
You best believe I am.
Okay, well, let me know when you got it because I'm just going to quickly go to Keaton Graham.
Well, ever since he got those 166s and 130s, his last 5 games...
Tell me him.
104, 91, 119 was his best game, 85, and 114. So it's not even averaging 110.
Okay, he's definitely averaging over 100, and I think he's got a lot of potential. Some of those games he was tagged quite heavily, and I still think he's got a lot more to give. So, yeah, sweet. He's not averaging 100 now, but I would even bring him in because I think he can still go 115 plus for the rest of the year. I don't bring in Walsh because I think he might get injured because he's always had back issues. So that's just me.
Yeah, so his last 5 games, ever since he's averaging 102. Just so everyone's aware that you brought in someone that was 7,000. 570,000.
But some people brought him in after his first game.
But then
and he got that 130.
But then people can look at him and say, oh, but wait a minute, he's like top 10 in the midfield. But as Jordy's definition is, no, he's not in your team because he averaged top 10.
It all depends on your definition.
So this is,
but you can define it any way you want. But everyone wants the player that they bring in to be one of the top 6 scorers in their line from the point you bring him in. I don't give a fuck if Dawson got 80s when I didn't get him, as long as he's doing it good now. I don't give a fuck if Jordan Ridley got 162, as long as when I bring him in, he gets a good average.
So that's Shorty's definition.
Yeah, well, who would want other than that?
All right, so you can't answer honestly about anyone that I say. So if I said to you, is Tom Green gonna? If I don't have Tom Green, is Tom Green gonna be
top 8?
Top 8, yeah.
No. I don't think, based on his form, I don't think he will.
Based on his form. Okay, so is Zach Fisher going to be a top 8 defender, top 6 defender? With all those shitty numbers?
He'll be a top 6 forward.
I'm asking defender.
No.
Why not? He's average. He got you 117 and 113.
I just said the previous games from now on in, I think they're a better option. Well, he's probably in the top.
Well, he's averaging 116 in your team.
Yeah, okay.
That's a top. But
that's in my team so far. But there's still the rest of the year to consider.
Do you think he's going to keep going on?
I think he can go similar. I think he's around when McKercher comes back and Clarko fucking changing things up. I think he's good for 90s to 100. Okay. And I think there's other players like Jordan Clarks and Youngs and Dacoses and Sheasels and all those blokes that I think will average slightly more than Fisher.
Okay. So to be fair, what you're saying is you've obviously seen him play what he's been playing. You obviously seen who's going to affect the scores in his team. So for really to be a top 6 defender, you want to see more than one game against Richmond.
Exactly. That's what I said at the start. I want to see another game.
Who's just one game. And who they got this week?
Essendon.
Yeah. Carlton.
Do they?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, I think so, yeah. I think they do. So that's the game. So
they have Gold Coast.
Gold Coast, okay. So When do they play Carlton?
Fucking knows, mate. I know the fucking
Yeah.
planet you're on. Anyway. You good? You good?
I'm good.
All right. Now, the SuperCoach Pro, he's asked us a question. Which players do you think that are value in the range of 470 to 520? Now,
Boke.
Ridley is 530, so you can always go to him. But to answer your question, Hayden Young, I think he's pretty good value, 524. Matty likes crisp. Mate, why did you get crisp? You fucking made me and Craig sad. You made half the SuperCoach.
Champ, your pick this week deserves 20 coffees versus my crisp.
I was telling Craig that. Craig. You said you're going to shout us coffees. I don't see any.
I don't see any. Like, we abuse the guys that don't shout us. Because they said they would. You're an arsehole, Jordy.
Now, SuperCoach Pro wants to know a couple of extra handies around that price, Matty. Whitfield coming off his buy, 495. I like him. Zach Fisher, he's made me 110k, but you can pick him up at 493. Matty, you thinking about Zach Fisher, top 6 forward for sure?
Totally. You got Boke and Codwell coming in the 4-line hot.
Tom Stewart, I would stay the fuck away from him. I hate him so much.
I think he's a good pick. If I get him in, I think he'll be a top 6 defender.
But do you actually think that?
No, he's looking pretty shit this year.
He's looking fucking horrible.
But he's playing Richmond, champ. So who knows? He might get 150. Fuck. Then ask that question. He might be.
I still, you know, if he got 150, I'd still probably trade him out of his buy. Really? Now, Caldwell's around. There's a couple of ones there. Connor Rose is going to be so cheap, mate. He's already 466.
Yeah, I know.
And his break even is a whopping 179.
Champ, would you consider him getting back in?
I would as a
consider getting back in. Yeah, if he had a 4 DPP, it would be so good.
Now,
Champ, another one there was Christian Salem. That is saving you extra cheap. That is a primo you can set your watch to.
We'll get a bit into Salem in a minute. But now, the Daniel Bob Clazer, he says, do you trust LDU or is it too risky with all the position swaps at North affecting who he works with on ball? Second is Ridley. Now, Daniel, with LDU, he's averaging 116 over the last 5 games, so he's coming into a bit of form. The LDU star you don't like. I don't think it really matters where Clarko puts the magnets because LDU is always the number 1 midfielder. Whether he's working with a Wardlaw or he's working with a shitty Phillips.
He's got no other position.
He's gonna be doing that. Doesn't really matter who's handling. So LDU as a pick, do you like him after his buy?
Right now, champ, no, I think there's a lot of better targets out there. Like if you're thinking about LDU as your M8, you're missing a few people, but who knows? Like he could. I
kind of feel like LDU. He's been a little bit more consistent this year. However, remember last year when he was on the park, he was belting 140s every week. So I kind of feel like he's lost a bit of his explosiveness. Maybe it's just constant injuries. Maybe he's just working back into that form.
I don't watch him too enough to have a discussion, champ.
So maybe he's working up until that. I don't think it's worth it. You can get Goulden, who I trust a little bit more. He's been probably shit of form. He's coming off 130 Goulden, and you can pick him up for about 5.3 after his buy. And LDU's
5.7, 5.8.
Yeah, so I don't know about LDU. For me, if you want Ridley, you can go for him, but I would wait another week.
Well, they're both on the buy. They're both on the buy, and if you asked me or Jordy, who would you rather, Goulden or LDU? What would you say, champ? Goulden or LDU?
Goulden. This
it?
point so far, I think LDU's played a way better season than Goulden, but I think Goulden can get back into it. So now I got a shit question for you, Matty. Corey Murphy wants to know, is Toby Green back?
Well, he's gotten 299s in a row. And
Is Toby Green back?
$400,000 this week on his buy.
Champ, is he back?
Yeah, he's back. He's back.
Would you recommend getting him?
Yeah.
Champ, how much is a litre of milk? James Gomez wants to know.
I haven't bought milk for a while because my kids are...
How much is a litre of milk? I don't care about...
drink milk? How much?
Champ, how much is a litre of milk?
$3.
I thought he meant like how many millilitres is a litre of milk. Anyway, Matty, Ash Barlow wants to know why the Saints are spuds.
I don't know. Ask Ross Lyon and the Saints supporters.
I think because they're shit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I hope that answers your question. Now, Craig! He's like, answer any street questions this week and Matty might lose it. Trade in, Matt, he says, trade in Dunkley, Zorks or Warner this week.
So obviously they're all on the buy. Well done, Craig.
So obviously, and then he's like, I've shouted 10 coffees to make sure this gets answered. I don't see these coffees, Craig. I don't know who you gave these coffees to, but it wasn't us. But answer his question anyway.
Champ, they're trolling us. How's that? I think they're trolling us, champ. We've got some trolls in our loot.
Well, I asked for shit questions. It's exactly what I wanted.
Exactly what you wanted. Fair enough.
Now, should I sell Now, Adam, this is a good one. Now, should I sell my kidney to bring in Big Gorney?
If you don't have big one in right now, champ, you need to.
Sell your kidney? Like, obviously, you have either probably English Grundy, English Marshall, Grundy Marshall, something stupid like that.
Why would you just keep playing if you don't have Gorn at this stage?
Because some people, Matty, saw his big score in round 1 or his shit score in round 0 and just decided to fade him and had, Grundy and English and they stayed with him. So, it's not their fault.
Just probably not, man. Just making your team better without sideways.
Get him in, 180. They're missing with one calf. He's doing that.
Break even is 103. You can wait next week.
Yeah, you just get him in.
Just wait till he gets rid of the 180, then try to bring him in. He'll be a lot cheaper.
Now, I think we're done for the shit questions unless I missed some, Matty.
Finally.
Now,
Yeah.
it's all done.
Thank God.
Now, let's take a look, Matty, at the most traded out players. What are these drongos actually doing this week?
Fine, let's have a look at
They're fine, I'll do it.
Let's do some things that is worth doing. All right, trade out player. Shabby, you start it off. Trade out. Let's have a look.
Okay, so it looks like nothing special there. Darcy's out, Cloesi's out, Graham hasn't had a game in a couple of weeks, and Hugo Garcia, he was about to make some money, playing good VFL form, can't get a gig. How's time? Looks like he's just about done. Darcy Jones is missing the next 5 weeks with that hammy still. Darcy Wilson, a lot of people getting rid of him. Not a too bad score on the weekend, Matty. I think it was around the 80s. Mm-hmm. Happy to get rid of Darcy?
I got rid of him last week.
So did I, but if you didn't...
Yeah, he only made $1,000. He did what he's supposed to do, but...
Now Fifey's coming into his buy, man.
Jam, I think it's time to get rid of Fife. I've said it last week. You're saying...
Keep him.
Jordy still wants to keep him.
I mean, he hasn't even made enough money.
He's gone down. He's literally not going to make any more. He's now going to go back down to his starting price.
His
in a few
role's
more
there,
games.
and he's playing full games.
He's running cold,
He's 1 week away from 100.
28% of people still have him, champ. It's time to get rid of him.
James Jordan, perfect time to get rid of that dud. He just scored a shit number. I think it was in the 30s, and he's got the bye this week. And Tom Green, Matt Siebes. Do you hate that trade out? Trading out big, stinky, ugly, disgusting tag Tom Green?
He's playing like shit, though.
I wouldn't like Blitzar's destroyed him, was tagging him all game, and they usually do that with Tom Green. I still think he can bounce back.
Always
still
can.
keep the faith. I just need a different M8 because all my midfielders are putting up their hands for M8. Clary's like, I want to be your shittest midfielder.
Yeah, no,
Tom Green's like, I want to be your shittest midfielder. Then Petrarca's like, hey man, don't forget about me. And lucky Petrarca kicked a couple of goals. Now, the most trading player, Matty, Will Dawson. What the fuck is wrong with everyone?
People need money to get
You need money, that's fucking fantastic. But like, he's not playing.
So
He could get dropped next week.
I don't hate it that much.
He's going to get dropped next week. He could get dropped next week.
He got 11 touches. It's not very...
It's not like he's 11 good touches.
So what you're saying is get that Joel Frazier number 2, spend that extra 60K.
Absolutely. Get Frazier. Get Richards. Ridley, number 4. Your worst enemy. He's up there with Horn Francis and Harley Reid.
I love Ridley. I started him last year. That's why he burnt me. I started him.
He fucking pissed me.
He
I think I
pissed
traded him in and out last week. Yeah,
You did. I started Ridley last year, but he upset me. And I kept him for a long time.
You know what, guys? I'm not going to get Ridley. Fuck him. He hurt me last year, just like Tom Stewart. And when you forgive, you get hurt. Just remember that.
You get hurt all the time.
Tom Stewart is never going to get forgiven. Now, Matty, besides your 3 worst enemies, Ridley, Reid, and Horn Francis, we have Salem and 5, which is really, if you look at this, you're thinking, why is Salem at number 5? Well, in round 5, I think he got injured and off. He scored a 3. He's had 2 weeks back. He scored a 99 and a big
21.
And he's back. And he's only gone up 13K, and he's going to get rid of that 3 in his system. He's been racking up the footy. He had 25 last week and a bunch this week. Matty, defender mid, 13K he's gone up, big minus score. What do we think of the pick of Salem? Do we like it?
I think it's money for Jam.
Money for Jam.
I think it's lunchtime.
Like, you thinking...
I'm thinking he's in my team this week. I would... Look, Jam, he didn't just get these touches. He did a lot of other things too. So besides the 20 touches, he only... What was it? Oh, that's Max Gorn. Bear with me, champ. Bear with me.
I'm fucking bearing, champ. Barely, though.
Who they got this week, champ? Who's Melbourne got?
They looks like they have Fremantle, champ.
They have Fremantle. They don't tag. And they also, if you don't notice, give a lot of scores up in the backline too. I know that...
Who pumped it out in the backline for Collingwood?
Everybody.
Where you get your stats from.
Champ, it's not just Collingwood, even the week before. So anyway, Christian Salem, he got a minus break-even, minus 19 as a break-even. So he's going to project it to go up a shitload of money. But what I also loved about Christian Salem is his 25 touches against West Coast, and his 20...
He liked 25 touches against West Coast, and then his big scoring against the team that leaks the most points to defenders.
Well, he got 14 marks against St Kilda. So, again, there would have been some intercepts. But if you have a look at his heat maps, he did not spend much time in the defence whatsoever. He had a lot of midfield time. Or I don't know why the CBAs don't show that he was in the CBAs.
He wasn't in the CBAs.
But
he was maybe pushing off.
But the hottest area was in the guts. He was a link-up man, and they looked at him, and I saw the game, and they kicked it to him a lot, and he kicked it inside 50 a lot. Hence why the big scare. But Christian Salem at that price, Gerald's.
It's not a bad price. I
love it.
Not for me. Oh, maybe. You can help you in the bias, I suppose. Now, Zach Merritt, I like this one.
Wait a minute. Yeah, go on.
Zach Merritt, I like this one. 590k. Playing the Gold Coast Suns, he's as cheap as he might get. We probably get a little bit cheaper off this room, but you need him now because the Gold Coast don't tag because they have Took Miller who doesn't want to tag, Noah Anderson who gets tagged, and Matty Rowell who touches the ball about 15 times. So Zachy Merritt is a perfect player to get in there, pump the Suns out, really feel good about yourself.
Chap, you're going to get a Zach Merritt.
My midfield's complete.
So Zach Merritt is not in your contentions?
No, but I would love to. If there was I wish one of my players has had a big injury. I was like, oh, sorry, man, back on the drugs. So he's out for ages. And I have to get a merit for him. I'm happy about that. Now, Max Gawn traded in. Everyone's like, shit, he had no calf. He got 180. Now, guys, if you were considering Max Gawn as captain, you thought, okay, he's going to be laid out because of calf. So the smart thing to do is to not put him captain. You made the right call. It's the right call, but the bad result. Anyone, if you have considering someone for a captaincy or vice captaincy, and he had a...
Let's just talk to McCarley, because McCarley made the call to put him captain.
No, McCarley's an idiot, though. So we'll talk about McCarley in a bit. Now,
he beat Jamie in the cash league because he put Max Gawn captain.
No, this is what I'm thinking. Michael checked out mentally because he thought he was going to lose, and he didn't even know that Max Gawn was carrying a calf niggle and just left him captain. Because Max Gawn was a lot of people's captains not knowing. So if you missed all the news about Gawn was literally doing, a fitness test before the game. He was looking, he might be taken out of the game. So everyone's like, okay, well, that's a smart thing to do is to not captain a guy that might not play because he has a sore calf.
27 touches and a goal. And
10 clearances. Now he got 180 and it's not your fault. Don't blame you. Sometimes SuperCoach is a bitch. And this was one of the prime examples. And I was also going to put him captain as well. But I just was like, you know what, let's go Dacos. Let's just play it safe. Let's not go for one-legged maxi. So...
Tom Stewart, champ.
Tom Stewart traded in.
You wanted everyone to get him a 150 and everyone's trading.
Good.
But look, another 8% of play, 6.6, which is another 1,000 super coaches on your bandwagon, champ.
Good on you guys. If you're getting Tom Stewart, welcome to the wild ride of being shit at SuperCoach. I don't know why you do it. You probably just need someone cheap, but just pay up for fucking 30 more K. You can get so many.
Christian Salem, 100,000 cheaper, get him in. George Luke Ryan, of course, there's no...
Lukey Ryan, that's a good pickup, minus 15k. If you want him now, I love Luke Ryan. Pay up, you fucking tired asses.
I paid up last week.
You just traded out Laird. It's not really paying up, it's just...
Well, I didn't need to trade out Laird. If Flanders played it, he was already in my team.
Lukey Ryan, he gets points for just being... I think he plays such an average game of just sitting there chipping the ball.
so many clangers and chipping
I know. I saw this. This is bullshit. And you ever can complain about players scoring, you're like, yeah, you just judge, you don't have it. I am. But he kicked the ball about 30 metres backwards. And it hit a Collingwood player and he lost 2 points. And he kicked it backwards.
Yeah, that was the best.
Backwards Collingwood player lace out.
Yeah, it was good to watch.
It's just fucking bullshit.
Yeah, don't worry about it, champ.
Stupid.
Don't worry about it.
Now, John Dawson there is paying up big bucks for the Dawson.
Yeah, why not?
You're probably not getting his high score of the year anymore because he ain't playing it, but he's playing Hawthorn.
Nice Nash tag.
Yeah, Nash won't be tagging him. He's on the wing.
Sorry.
Shields
been tagging. Shields
from Hawthorn.
He plays for North Melbourne now. All right, champ. What's next?
And let's look at your
Matty shit team.
Shit team! Matty's shit team! Look at Matty's shit team! Matty, now this is a fucking shit team.
Champ,
you still got Marty Hall.
He's still lurking. Champ, you still got Zach Reid.
Matty, we'll go to your team in a second because we're looking at your shit team now. Matty.
Go through it, champ.
Okay, so
Backline first.
let's look at everyone can see your shit team. I'm just going to pick out some players now. Look at McRae. He's averaging 78, which is about 9 points less than Harley Reid. If you could trade out McRae for Harley Reid without losing a trade, would you do it?
At this stage, yes. McRae.
Is it just done? Like, what's wrong with him? Is this not getting midfield time? He's an old man.
I don't know, man. I just don't know anymore, dude.
So yeah,
Jackson McRae, I think he should retire.
Now, Jack Steele, is that going to become an issue with him, Matty? Only scoring 100, even getting 30 touches. Does he look right to you?
Didn't really watch it too much, but I'll persevere.
Now, Matty, Tom Green, he's been sticking up the field for you too, just next to Clary Oliver. Which one of these players is your M8?
Got so many. I thought Matt Crouch was going to be the M8 after all these rounds, but
Matt Crouch is almost like your third best midfielder.
He literally is. But looking at this is the third best. I don't know, Jules. I just don't know if those three players. There's definitely room for one of them to be an M9. That's for sure. The way they're playing.
Then what is Mattys Trades this week? How can we make this shit team better?
All right, Chan. This is how we're gonna do. So,
Tell me what we're doing.
So I got a bit of money in the bank. So
how much do we have? Tell me how much cash you're working with, champ.
This is the Matty Shit team. What Matty Shit team's going to do. If you didn't know, every one of my loopholes did so great and took over the rest. So I've got about $165,000. That Will Powell is going to turn into a bump and get rid of someone else.
You're finding, Matty, we've had podcasts before and you've said, like, I'm going to get the Bond.
Jeb, I don't know. Okay, this time is Bont. He's coming in, all right? He's coming in.
You say that every time and then at the end of the round, I'd see no Bont in your team.
I said it maybe twice.
And you do something stupid, like get a McRae.
No, the McRae was a separate issue.
Okay.
Bont is now going into... Well, because I had to get rid of Laird last time, my trade-ins were obviously Ryan and Joe Richards. They were originally going to be Tom Powell and... Where I got Tom Powell.
Man, I just don't need your life story. Just tell me what you're doing with that Bont. Are you bringing him in?
Yes.
100%?
Yes.
And Powell's out?
Yes.
Who else is out?
Tom Brown.
And you're getting?
Kaki rookie. Don't know yet. I'll figure it out. Hopefully someone pops up. But
Kaki rookie? There's no Kaki rookie.
I don't know.
So what the fuck are you doing?
I'm tinkering. I told you. Oh, you know who I was going? I was tinkering with that Lance. What's his name?
I can't. You laugh at people's stupid comments, and you're going to bring in a rookie get scoring 9.
I don't need him to score anything for the rest of the year. I want to bring in 102,000 players that's got dual position. I've got my plan, George. You don't have to look at it.
I'm asking your plan because it sounds like it's fucking ruining your year, which I'm fine with. But
I'm getting in the Bond. How's that ruin my year?
You said you're getting Collard.
Yeah, for someone that's not even on my bench playing at the
moment. Are you
moment.
using a third trade as well?
Maybe.
And what does that look like?
Salam.
4?
I forget. You undid my trades when you took this stupid. I don't even know what I did, to be honest. I think we get rid of Powell, going to get rid of Brown, and potentially, I don't even know who, Garcia maybe. Players that aren't getting games.
I don't know how you can make your team worse with doing 3 trades, but you done it, champ, now.
How am I making my team worse for bringing Bond and
Collard. This is what I'm working with.
Okay. All right, champ. Let's have a look at your team. Let me ask the question, champ.
Go for it, champ.
All right. Okay, champ. Now, tell everyone what you actually did this week.
I got in Swallow. David Swallow from the Gold Coast. He's 180k when I picked him up. Negative 25 break even. He had 4 sub-affected games. He played a full game the last week and got a 98.
But you're just trying to make the team shitter by justifying the story of what he did and what he didn't do.
I'm going to try and justify why I pick a player, which is what you should do instead of Collard because he's scoring 9s and I don't need him.
Well, I got my plan. Okay.
Well, I'm telling you my plan.
Cool.
So he had 4 sub-affected games. He's 180k. He played a full game and got a 98 or so. And then I brought him in, and he beat his break even by 80 points, even though he scored a 55. So
he scored 55. Chap.
And he's dual position.
Chap, he's dual. What are you going to do? So when are you going to get rid of him?
Probably at his buy.
Right. So she's in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Cool. How much money is he going to make for you?
I'm hoping around. Well, depends what he scores.
Can I ask you, is it a mistake?
Well, you can look at your. You can look at it. Anyone you trade in that scores not well is a mistake. But I had no other rookies because Richards had already played. Fridge already played. I wasn't going to bring him in until Flanders was out.
So you didn't get Richards?
No, because I was doing 2 upgrades this week. But then when Flanders was out, I needed cover. So,
Champ, you could get rid of Swallow for Richards this week and get 50k out of it. It's probably the best bet.
I'll probably get rid of a non-playing rookie. So what I'm planning on doing is getting rid of Darcy Jones for Richards. It gives me more plays on field and more cash gen. And I'm thinking of getting rid of Cloisi for maybe a Jordan Clark, maybe a Ridley. I wanted to get another game.
Champ, you don't have a Darcy Jones. Darcy Jones is gone. You traded Darcy Jones in for Swallow. You didn't even know what you did, you moron.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I got Darcy.
You got Darcy Jones in for Swallow.
Did
you
I?
moron. You don't even know what you're doing. You're taking advice of this idiot bagging me about... Anyway.
Champ, you're getting collared. Relax.
Champ, relax. You got Darcy. You got David Swallow. You got David Swallow, and you don't even know who you traded out.
Yeah.
So what are you doing, champ? You don't have Darcy Jones anymore. What are you doing?
I'm getting rid of a non-playing rookie.
Yeah. All right.
For Richards.
Okay, so you're going to put so Biggie Newen is what you're saying.
Yeah, Biggie Newen. Sorry, that's the one. I knew this one. Biggie Newen for Jones.
Biggie Newen for Richards, and that's it.
And I might upgrade Cloesi to a premium defender.
What's premium defender should we talk about?
I'm thinking about Young or Ridley, Jordan Clark.
Do you have enough money to get Ryan that everyone loves?
I don't.
How much money? What can you afford to get a premium?
I can get maybe a 560k or 550k or something around.
Is Houston in that scope?
No. I'd rather get other.
So you're thinking about Ridley?
I am thinking about it.
Just when you said you don't know what he's going to average, you need to see
I'm thinking about it. I'm not. I got others ahead of him. I'd rather get. I'd rather get Whitfield, but he's on his bye. So
yes, yeah.
Definitely want to tinker with.
How many players you got out, champ? You got Fisher, you got Sheasel, you got Tom Green.
Champ, you're talking a lot of shit for someone who's 6,000 ranks ahead of you.
I'm talking about your team.
Yeah, but this team that you're
6,000 ranks is not even 200 points.
You say it every week, but another 6,000 ranks, I'm champ, more than rank number one.
It's a long season, champ. We're not even halfway through yet.
I know, and every week I'm getting better and better.
All right,
and you're getting in collards. I'd rather swallow than collard.
All right, that's fine, but I'm purposely getting him not to get game. But whatever.
You're purposely getting him in. Get your collard.
I will. He's the cheapest player that I'm going to get.
Good, get your collard.
And I'll get two. I'll get rid of collard and not playing.
Let's revisit. You better get a collard.
All right, we'll revisit. See how that goes when Bont and Salim coming in and going to outscore your Swallows and Joe Richards.
Swallow outscore collard if he's playing.
Yeah, but he's okay. Well, all right, and just another going to bring in Joe Richards after he made 80,000. You're just making all the right moves, champ. But anyway,
all my moves are way better than your moves. You're trading out premiums like Laird.
Champ, you were this close trading out Flanders for Zorko. No, I wish you did that.
But I didn't.
Why?
Because
I convinced you to get Swallow.
I don't want to swallow. Nah. I wanted to keep all my premiums because if you're trading out premiums...
The reason why we call ourselves Mattys and Jordys shit teams is because they are just shit at that, champ. You're literally unravelling us. Watching us unravel how...
After the buy rounds, I'm going to be in the top 1,000. Mark my words.
Mark my words.
Swallow or no swallow.
Do you think you're going to do really good in the buy round? Buy weeks?
No. No, I got Draper still. Fuck.
You can Draper on the field.
I got
is there anything else you want to talk about, Drew?
Let's talk about some captains real quick, Matty, because I think I nailed them. It was Dacos and Gorn last week.
I think it's the same almost in this bunch.
I think it is the same, Matty. I wouldn't do Butters against Carlton. I wouldn't maybe do Walsh either against them. But now Bont or Dacos, you can pick. If you have Bont, Matty, Bont or Dacos, you can pick one. I'd go Dacos.
I think I'm going to go Bont just for the novelty of doing it because I haven't done it all yet.
Yeah, it is pretty novel. Now, does it say would you go Steele against West Coast? Probably
not. No.
And so you have to go Gorn, the Sarongs, something like that.
You're still playing West Coast?
Yes. So don't trade him out, champ, this week. Merritt against Gold Coast as well. Merritt's always an option. Always an option.
Always is sexy.
So this is a quick captain's rundown. Merritt, your Dacos, your Bont. Stop playing your team and give the people some advice.
Okay.
And don't make it about Collard.
Oh, so you want to touch the Thursday game? No Port Adelaide, no Carlton?
Sorry, guys. Thursday's not going to be the one to touch.
Friday, you got, I reckon, vice captain either Bont or Dakes.
Yes.
Wouldn't touch the Hawthorn, wouldn't touch the West Coast game. Yeah, then you
Jeremy McGovern against the Saints backline.
Yeah, I think it's just safe, Gorn, captain, gets Freo, and hopefully Bont or Dacos can get those 150s that we want.
And Merritt, last game of the round.
That's just a cherry on top.
Cherry on top. Now that's it, guys. Thank you so much. Please make sure you have subscribed and like. Now go over to Spotify. I'm reminding you, go over to Spotify, give us a follow, give us the 5 stars. Matty, tell the people.
Tell them. Spotify.
You heard it from you.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, all right. Thanks, guys, so much for watching. Everybody. Hope you liked the episode. Let me know what your trades are in the comments below.
Bye. See ya, everybody. Get that bond back in. 50.